What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your Igcse, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Today, we will be going through this paper, October-November 2023, paper 2-1. All right, after this paper, I want you all to calculate your total from the paper 1 also, then you all update inside the master tracker and tell me how many marks you all get. Okay, then we'll roughly know what are your grades already, okay, based on this first set of paper. Okay, this is an 80-mark question. Same thing, okay, same thing as your paper 1. I'll go straight into it. Okay, question 1A. Okay, question 1A. They want us to write 19 minus 12x minus 3x squared in the form a bracket x plus b bracket square plus c. A, B, C are integers. Okay, what form is this? We first have to identify this. What form is this? Okay, from math also you all should know already, right? CTS form. Okay, very good. So, first thing, what we want to do, okay, let's rearrange the equation in ax squared plus bx plus c first. In negative 3x squared minus 12x plus 19. Okay, this is what I like to do. I know most of you here will factorize from A, B, and C, okay? Because if you all see here, your first step, if my A is not 1, I need to factorize A, okay? But for me, what I like to do is I just factorize A from A and B. This is preference, So here you factorize out negative 3, here you get x squared plus 4x. The plus 19, I just leave it outside first, okay? Your outcome will be the same one. But most textbooks, or your teachers will teach you to factorize from the 19 also. Okay, why I don't want to factorize from 19? I don't want to get distracted by what is the CTS step. Okay, so you all can write down my ax squared. If I got ax squared plus bx, I'm going to factorize like that. A bracket x squared plus b over ax. Okay, so here, what we're going to do is x squared plus 4x. We are going to write here, this is x squared plus bx, it will be x plus b over 2 square minus b over 2 square, okay, for those who don't know. Focus on that part only. So x plus 2 square minus 2 square. What paper is this? Check the WhatsApp. There's only one paper that I sent to you all. Okay, open up the bracket. This times this, this times this. You get negative 3 x plus 2 square plus 12 plus 19. Then simplify it. Negative 3 x plus 2 square plus 31. Okay, if you all are good for every question, just type 1. Okay, if no question, just type 1 in the chat so I know that you all are okay. If not good, just type 2 or ask me to slow down a little bit. Yeah, this first question should be okay, right? Yeah, I'm going to forward the paper again for Anil. Okay, let's go to question 2. Question B. Hence, find the maximum value and the value of x at which this maximum occurs. Okay, for this here, right, they are quite particular on your presentation also. Don't write it as a maximum point. Maximum point means you're going to put it in like that, x, y. Don't do it, okay? In the mark scheme, it specifically says like this. You have to write max value. The word value in your maths and your maths refers to y. Okay, so you all know how to find. Okay, your maximum point, if let's say I want to find from here, max point is negative 231, right? But you're not going to write it as negative 231. Write it like that. Max value equals to 31. X is equals to negative 2. Okay, don't write it as a coordinate. Okay, question C. What if you write it as y instead of max value? Y should be okay. Max y, you write it as max y, is it? Or just y? Max y should be okay. But you try, remember, you try as closely as you can to follow the mark scheme. Okay, because we don't know who's marking your paper. just in case they also not so sure, maybe some marker not so clear also. Okay, question C. Use the answer to part A to solve the equation 19 minus 12 sub u minus 3u equals to 0. You wrote max value equals to 31. Point equals to point x. That can. That one all can. Okay, as long as some sort of x, okay? Some sort of x. Okay, this one, what we're going to do is you're going to let x equals to square root u. You see the form over here? I'm just changing the x to square root u or sub u. Then they say to use from the answer, right? So we're going to use from the final answer, change all the x to sub u. So minus 3 bracket sub u plus 2 square plus 31 equals to 0. Okay, just go and rearrange this whole thing, find u. So here you will get square root u plus 2 equals to, okay, this one is negative 31 over negative 3. Okay, negative and negative will cancel off. Then here, sub u plus 2 equals to plus minus 31 over 3. Okay, then sub u equals to negative 2 plus minus square root sub 31 over 3. Okay, based on the mark scheme, they require you to put plus minus because when you square, you bring over that time, it's plus minus. Okay, I don't know how strict they are because the final answer actually will need to reject the negative value. Okay, why? Why do we reject the negative value for this one here? Okay, so we have to understand the equation. You see here, square sub u originally is x, right? Original x is sub u. What is the maximum in which, okay, maximum value for this? Okay, so you, okay, in short, it's actually we don't have to really understand so deep, but like that, plus minus, okay, you have to select which value you want to use. Okay, which value do you want to use for this part here? Okay, so here what we do is you are just going to take the positive one for this here. Okay, so sub u equals to negative 2 plus sub 31 over 3. Okay, type this in the calculator. You'll get 1.215. Okay, you try to put the other value inside. Negative 2, negative square root 31 over 3. Okay, you go and square that value. Okay, maybe I just give you all the full working. Okay, you're going to do the minus 2 minus 31 over 3. Okay, what do you get for this one here? Okay, what do you get? Negative 5.215, right? Okay, negative 5.215. Then you go and square both the value here. Two one five square. Okay, you see here, you will get 27.2. Right? This one you will get 1.48. Okay, but you got to reject this one here because you look at your original value is what? Okay, your original u, okay, original u is from x, and your maximum x, right? Because we have to, okay, when we go back to the original one, because when I square, then I square root it, I will get back to the original one, but this one I will need to consider plus and minus. Understand? Okay, because when we reverse the process of square to square root, you will need plus and minus, and the value of this is bigger than 2. It means one is positive 5.215, the other one will be negative 5.215. The value itself. Okay, in short, when you see this kind of question, you all reject the negative one. Okay, I just reject the negative value. Okay, or you can try, you put inside here, you see whether it works or not. Okay, you're trying to put inside back into the equation. Okay, 19 minus 12 square root 27.2 minus 3 times 27.2. Okay, does it work? 19 minus 12, because I also didn't check for this one, minus 3 times 1.48. The value is quite big, right? Okay. Okay, so the easier way to understand this is this final answer, you need to sub it back to the equation also. Okay? You sub it back in the equation, you see whether you get the same answer or not. One you get, I see Sanjay-san, negative 125.2. So you don't get a 0 here. So you have to reject this one. When you do this value here, you sub it inside, you see, do you get a 0? Okay, this is rounded up already. So you try to use the exact value itself. Okay, so 19 minus 12 times 1.215 minus 3 times square root 1.215. Okay, you get close to 0, right? 0.0 something. It's because we keep rounding up already. So this will only be the answer. Okay, if you didn't reject, minus 1 mark. Okay, minus 1 mark in the mark scheme. Yeah, sometimes we normally don't check, right? When we do the working and all, but you all just need to take note on some of the nature of the equation. You have to check it, then you just substitute it back again. Okay? Okay, give me a 1 if you all are good. Give me a 2 if not good. Okay, good. Yeah, because mark scheme, correct. Mark scheme, they don't explain anything here also. They just suddenly just give you one of the values here, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, wait, let me just double check a bit to give another answer. Okay. What other questions? Actually, by right, all the questions also you need to check, right? Okay. When they ask you to like let equals to something or things like modulus, by right you all should check. Okay. Okay. Another thing, yeah, modulus also correct. Okay. Another thing that we can analyze from here also. Okay, there's actually a lot of explanation here. I ask you all, is there such thing as a third value that is a negative? Okay. No, right? So that's another explanation. Okay, so you need to keep all these things in mind. There's really a lot of things. Okay, this one we reject because no negative third value. Okay, there's no such thing as a negative third value. Whenever you square root or you third it, it will always be a positive value. Cool? Okay, clear? Okay, one of these understanding will be the one. Okay, so you try two things. In short, you test two things. One is you substitute it back inside. The other one is whenever got a square root type of equation like this, right? You always have to check whether it's positive or negative. Okay, that means when you have a square root and an unknown, you check only you take the positive one. The negative one, you will always reject it. Okay, let's move on. Question 2. Yeah, modulus is the plus minus one, correct? The modulus, then you plus minus. That one you need to check. Okay, that type of question you need to check. Okay, let's go to the second one. Okay, we'll call this equation 1, equation 2. So all we need to do is we do a simultaneous equation. Okay, I am gonna take from equation 2. I rearrange it first. So ln y equals to 1 minus x. Okay, I want to get rid of the ln y in the first equation. Okay, I think this one is pretty easy. So you substitute equation 2 into equation 1. You get 5x minus 3, 1 minus x equals to 2. 5x minus 3 plus 3x equals to 2. Rearrange it. 8x equals to 5. X equals to 5 over 8. Okay, then we substitute x into, okay, which one do you want to sum into? Let's substitute into equation 3. Okay, 3 ln y is already the subject. So ln y equals to 1 minus 5 over 8. This one will be 3 over 8. Then I invert ln, it will be e to the power of 3 over 8. Yeah, you can put it into decimal also. Okay, you type in the calculator, you see e to the power of 3 over 8. It will be 1.45. Okay, not 1.46. You look at the value, when you round it up, it's 1.5499. Okay, so 1.45. Okay, good. Give me a 1. I've named the third equation as 2. No, this is equation 3. This is equation 3. I forgot, right? All right. Okay, let's go to question 3. Okay, ask me to stop. If y'all, I will send you all this paper later, okay? So that y'all can look back and y'all will get the video also. Okay, question 3a. Find integration for this equation here. So 4x, what's this? Just the normal power rule. So you're gonna add the power, divide new power. If 5, you just have 5x. When you have x at the denominator, x to the power of 1, this is what students often miss, is your ln. So 1 over 2 ln 2x plus 3. Okay, for those who don't know this one, if you got 1 over ax plus b, you'll get 1 over a ln ax plus b. You just find the term with the x, then you bring it as 1 over that value. And don't forget to write your plus c. Okay, simplify it. You simplify it, 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 over 2 ln 2x plus 3 plus c. Okay, Sanjay asks, do we need a modulus sign for this? Why do we need to modulus? Oh, okay. Modulus 2x plus 3. You want to write as modulus also can. Modulus of bracket also same thing for this one. This one, they're not so particular. Okay. Hence, find the exact value when we do a definite integral from 1 to 3, simplifying your answer. Okay, so when we do definite integral, we don't need the c anymore. So I'm just going to write the equation down first. You put it in a square bracket. 2x squared plus 5x minus 1 over 2 ln 2x plus 3, 1 to 3. Okay, substitute it in 2 times 3 squared plus 5 times 3 minus half ln. This one you get 2 times 3 plus 3. Okay, minus 2 times 1 squared plus 5 times 1 minus 1 over 2 ln 2 times 1 plus 3. Okay. Let's type in the calculator. My advice also, you try, don't overconfident put like the entire thing in the calculator. Okay, always break down step by step. Then at least when you check back later on, you are clear also. Okay, don't type the whole thing in the calculator. So I will expand it like that first. 18 plus 15 minus ln 1 over 2 ln 9. Then minus 2 plus 5 minus 1 over 2 ln 5. Okay, at least, right, if you get one part wrong, maybe in the final one wrong, at least maybe here still got some marks in your working. Okay, this is to play safe. Now, add it all up, you'll get 26. Okay, how do we simplify this one here? Negative 1 over 2 plus, because negative, plus 1 over 2 ln 5. Okay, how do you all simplify this one here? Division rule. Okay, division rule, you can write it straight actually as like this. Minus 1 over 2 ln 9 over 5. Okay, or you can put it as plus, the other way is like that, plus ln 1 over 2 ln 5 over 9. Okay, both also is the same thing. Okay, how did I jump into this? Actually, I was calculating it in my head already. So if we write it down like that, the ln, okay, it will be 1 over 2 ln 5 minus 1 over 2 ln 9, right? Okay, the long step is like that. You change both to the power form first like that. Okay, then this one, ln 5, 1 over 2, 9, 1 over 2, which you get ln 5 over 9, 1 over 2, and you change it back. Ln 1 over 2, 1 over 2 ln 5 over 9. Okay, in the mark scheme, when they say simplifying your answer, they want it in this form. Okay, so they want you to put it with the coefficient. They don't want you it in power. Okay, why is it like that? I don't know. Okay, it's just how Cambridge mark the paper. 26 plus ln 5 over 3 or sec 5 over 3. Good question. I don't know. They never give that as an option. Okay, they only gave in the official mark scheme, they only gave these two as the option. Yeah, so honestly, I don't know. Really depends how the marker is marking it. Okay, it's good. Give me a 1. Okay, but those are very good questions. Okay, it's just that we want, like what I said, we want to try to follow as close as we can. So sometimes they maybe if a lot of students, okay, a lot of students write it up, maybe they'll give the mark. I don't know. You cut a mark. Don't need lah. You know how to do it. Just learn from it. But if you want to be strict, then you minus. Then you don't give yourself so high hopes. Then you learn from it. Okay, because it's a test paper, trial paper. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, I see all the ones. Okay, question 4. Just now someone got on question 4. Okay, I think I saw a few of you who submitted it. Question 4, you all don't know how to do it. Okay, so this is under your topic of series, binomial expansion. Okay, so go and revise this if you are not clear on this part here. Okay, how do we do this? 3 terms in the expansion, 2 plus ax to the power of 5, 1 plus bx are 32 plus 112x minus 240x squared. Find the values of a and b. It's a 7-mark question. This question also very common. Okay, what do we need to do? We first need to expand this one with the power. This one no power, so nothing to expand. But do we need to expand all the terms? Don't need. You only expand the terms where they show you, they give you the terms. Okay, so how many terms do I need to expand until? 3. Okay, 3 terms only. So you're going to expand it until power 2 only, x to the power of 2, because you also have to think, they only give me until x to the power of 2. So my biggest power, I just want until x to the power of 2 that multiply with this 1. This one don't have any power, right? So x squared times 1 will give me x squared. X cubed onwards already is not relevant to get these 3 terms. Okay, so what I'm going to do, 2 plus ax to the power of 5, let's expand this, our first 3 terms first. Okay, anyone forgot how to do this already? If you don't know, go to your page 2. You need to at least understand this formula here. Okay, this is your binomial theorem. How to do? First term, a to the power of n plus, this is nc1. Okay, nc1, you follow this. A, then your this power minus 1. So as this power goes down, the other power will go up. Okay, remember the pattern? You need to practice this one so that you know how to apply the formula here. Okay, so if you forget already, just write down the formula first. Then you at least can refer to it. So when you expand it, you'll get this 2 to the power of 5 plus 5c1 2 to the power of 4 ax. Okay, I like to write the 1 here also, so I can just check the power always. Then 5c2 2 cube ax squared. You use your calculator, open it up. 32 plus 80ax plus 80a squared x squared. Okay, then we are going to cross multiply both the brackets. So 32 plus 80ax plus 80 a square x square bracket 1 plus bx. Okay, another thing also over here, sometimes they'll give you a lot of terms. This question is really considered quite easy. You don't go and expand all the terms also. You only select until x squared. Don't waste your time, because the more you write, you won't get extra marks. Okay, another thing what I like to do is like this. I will just rewrite it again. Instead of me drawing so many lines like that, this is what I like to do. I write first term, so 32 multiply 1 plus bx. Okay, so I write like that first. 32, 1 plus bx. Then I write plus 80ax, 1 plus bx. Okay, so whatever your cross multiply, I write it out. This is so that it's clearer for you to process also. Your brain is easier to process rather than you calculate everything in your head. Then the last one, 80a square x square. Okay, this one, do I need 1 plus bx? Actually, the bx, don't need. So if you understand this, actually, this one you don't even need to write it. You can just write it like that. Okay? Okay, I'm just looking at the power first, the x squared until x squared. Because x squared times x, if I put the bx, x squared times x will give me x cubed, which is what I don't want. Okay, now let's open up the bracket. 32 plus 32bx plus 80ax plus 80abx squared plus 80a squared x squared. Gather all the common terms together, then we put it in a group. So 32, then 32bx, 80ax, then the last two. Okay, so you see the order that they put as well. Okay, they put from the x to the power 0, x, then x squared. So let's just follow this form. So you get 32 plus 80a plus 32b bracket x plus 80a squared plus 80ab x squared. There's a green, blue, yellow. Okay, then now what we do? We compare the coefficient now. Okay, compare the coefficient. Okay, I'm going to start with the x first. So x they gave me in the question is equals to 112. So I'm going to compare this and 112. I don't have to write down the x anymore. So I write here 80a plus 32b equals to 112. 32b equals to 112 minus 80a. Simplify it. Yeah, this time I want to make b as the subject. Later I want to substitute into the next one. I'm gonna divide the whole thing by 16. So here become 2b equals to 7 minus 5a. b is equals to 7 minus 5a over 2. Okay, where did I get the 112 from? From the question. 112x, is that? Okay, then for the yellow one, your x squared, you will equate it with negative 240. Okay, so here, x squared, 80x squared plus 80ab equals to negative 240. Okay, let's simplify, make it smaller first. I'm going to divide whole thing by 80. Here we get a squared plus 80, ab equals to negative 3. Okay. B here, right? Okay, why I didn't want to make A as a subject? Because A, then you have to open more and then got a square also. You can do that, but I prefer not to lah. Okay, so I'm gonna do the next part, which is substitute B into, okay, let's just say this equation lah, okay, to equation 1. You don't have to write all these, I'm just making it clear for y'all. What am I doing here? So here you get A squared plus A 7 minus 5A over 2 equals to negative 3. Okay, over here, what do? I'm going to multiply the whole equation by 2 because I don't want this 2 at the bottom here. So which value will be affected? This value and this value. Okay, not just the negative 3, the entire equation. So here we come 2a squared plus 7a minus 5a squared equals to negative 6. Then rearrange it, make it to a quadratic equation. Negative 3a squared plus 7a plus 6 equals to 0. You change it to positive, 3a squared minus 7a minus 6 equals to 0. Factorize it, 3a plus 2, a minus 3 equals to 0. Final answer, a is equals to negative 2 over 3, a is equals to 3. Okay. But look back into the question. What is the condition for a and b? They are integers, right? So I gotta reject this one because this is not an integer. Okay, integer is whole number. Then after I find a already, I substitute into b. So b is equals to 7 minus 5 times 3 over 2, where b is equals to negative 4. Okay, if you are good, type 1 in the chat. If you didn't reject the fraction value, how many marks do you lose? 7. No, I'm kidding. I think 1 mark. If you go and find all of it, they will minus you 1 mark. Always the rejection part. Hey, you gotta reject people. The number, not people. Okay, let's go. Next one, question 5. Okay, in this question, P and Q are constants. The normal to the curve y equals to P over x squared plus 5x minus 2 at the point where x equals to 1 has equation y equals to negative x plus q. Find the values of P and Q. Okay, I think just now I saw quite a number of you were asking this one. This one you just need to read properly. The question is not very hard. Okay, they say normal to the curve at the point where x equals to 1 has equation y equals to negative x plus q. Okay, that means this is your equation of normal. Okay, that's what they are referring to. They like to put it in the sentence like this one. They say normal to the curve, then after that the equation is at the back end. Okay, so what do we need to find first? They gave us a curve. When we want to find curve and then they say got normal or tangent, you need to do dy over dx. You find equation of tangent, equation of normal. Okay, correct. Okay, so dy, what we can get over here is that the equation, the gradient of the tangent will be equals to 1, or you can go and find the gradient of the normal, which is negative 1. Okay, let's write down the equation first. So y is equals to px to the power of negative 2 plus 5x minus 2. I do dy over dx, we will get negative 2px to the power of negative 3 plus 5. Okay, this is gradient of tangent. So you can just write down as references. When you find your dy over dx, this one will be gradient of tangent. Okay, what do we want to find? Okay, let's find at x equals to 1. Okay, what is my gradient of tangent? Gradient of tangent is negative 2p plus 5. Gradient of normal, okay, if I want to come up with an expression, it will be negative inverse of this. So negative 1 over negative 2p plus 5. Yeah, this one is your negative reciprocal. Or negative inverse. Okay, what do we want to find here? We got this one, right? Y equals to negative x plus q. So that means the gradient of my normal is equals to negative 1. Okay, you can do the other way around also. You can go and find the gradient of the tangent, then you equate into this one. Up to you. Okay, that way actually might be easier. Okay, so you find gradient of normal, then you find gradient of tangent, which is equals to 1. Then 1 is equals to negative p plus 5. Okay, then your next step, now you equate both the normal together. Okay, gradient of normal equals to gradient of normal. Okay, substitute in -1 over -2p plus 5 equals to -1. Did I do correct the value? Okay. Then -1, I cross multiply it. Here will be 2p minus 5. 4 is equals to 2p. P is equals to 2. Okay, then what you want to do next? Okay, wait, I don't know what you're writing. So more, so taller, some more. Okay, you accidentally did x to the power -1 instead of x power -3. But your answer is the same. Yeah. Okay, we see the final answer. I think when you substitute, because it's still 1, right? Okay, yeah, how to find q? Okay, next one. Find q, x is equals to 1, p is equals to 2. Okay, I'm going to substitute into the original equation. I want to find what is my y first. Correct, again. Okay, I want to substitute into the original equation. Okay, let's call this equation 1. To 1. So here I'll get y equals to 2 over 1 square plus 5 times 1 minus 2 equals to 5. Okay, then what do we do? You see where in your equation there got q? This equation here, right? Okay, y equals to -x plus q. Let's call this equation 2 lah. Okay, so that we can see clearly. Okay, now I substitute everything into equation 2 because I got my y. So 5 equals to -1 plus q. Q is equals to 6. So you get these two answers. Okay, if you all are good, give me a 1. You got that too also. Okay, lucky lah, right? Okay, you hope the marker don't see that one. Okay, when you differentiate, because you're lucky that it's still 1 to the power of 3 is the same thing, right? Will you lose mark? If I didn't see, then you get full marks. If I saw it, then yeah, maybe 1 mark. Maybe 1 mark, because there is 1 mark for the correct differentiation in the mark scheme. If final answer is correct, then full marks. No, where got final answer? Steps also important. Steps also important. Yeah, find gradient of tangent first, then reciprocal to find normal. Correct. Correct. Or you can do from here also. That means you have the gradient of normal, then you find the gradient of tangent. That means here, normal is -1. Your gradient of tangent is +1, right? Your negative reciprocal is +1. Your +1 can be equals to -2p plus 5. You get the same outcome. Just slightly different steps only. All right, let's move on to the next one. Question 6. Find the value of constant a for which line y equals to 2a plus 1x minus 1 is a tangent to the curve of this equation, ax squared minus 5x plus 2. Okay, what is tangent to the curve? Okay, this step here, okay, this one is under, I think, chapter 5. Okay, line and curve, you substitute with each other first. Okay, substitute 2 into 1. Then after that, you have to do b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so there are 3 conditions. This is relationship of a line and curve. Either they don't touch each other, okay, that means they do not intersect, they touch at one point or it's a tangent, or they intersect 2 times. Okay, 3 conditions for this type of question. So first thing, let's do the first step first. I'm going to substitute equation 2 into equation 1 or 1 into 2. ax squared minus 5x plus 2 equals to 2ax plus x minus 10. Rearrange it. Ax squared minus 6x minus 2x plus 12 equals to 0. And you need to make it to quadratic. So here you get ax squared. Yeah, I factorize it. So minus 2a plus 6x. You can leave it as negative 2a, negative 6 is okay. Plus 12 equals to 0. Then, because of the keyword here, they say it's a tangent. Tangent means touch at one point. It means you got a curve here like this. Got a curve here, you got a tangent. So 1 point only. So we put into b squared minus 4ac. Here will be negative bracket 2a plus 6 square minus 4ac equals to 0. Open up the bracket, 4a squared plus 24a plus 36 minus 48a equals to 0. 4a squared minus 24a plus 36 equals to 0. Divide everything by 4. A squared minus 6a plus 9 equals to 0. A minus 3. A minus 3 equals to 0. Therefore, a is equals to 3. If you are good, type 1. Yeah, I'll give you all the official mark scheme later also. Then you all can see how to give yourself the marks and all. You want to keep tracking, in these next 3 months, track your progress. If you're not sure on how the marks is, then you just clarify with me. Okay, let's go next one. Question 7. This is under kinematics. Particle moves along a straight line. Okay, they like to tell one whole story, but the main thing is if v is equals to 10 sine 2t minus 6 cos 2t. Find an expression for the acceleration. Okay, so for this here, I want you all to always remember also when we do this question, kinematics, whenever they give you sine, cos, or tangent, change your calculator to radian mode first. Okay, because they will never ask you in terms of degree. Got it? Okay, whenever you do kinematics, they will never ask you in terms of degree. Okay, because they will ask you to measure the time. Time will always be in terms of radian. Okay, what are the acronyms that we need to remember? First one, SVA. Okay, when I go down like this is differentiating. When I go up, I am integrating. S is displacement, velocity, acceleration. Okay, then the next one is differentiation. Very good. The next acronym, because we are dealing with sine and cos, what is the acronym? S, C, negative S, negative C. Okay, this SC, negative S, negative C is your differentiation and integration for sine and cos. Okay, anyone has no idea what am I referring to here? Yes, okay, SC, negative S, negative C. So you just remember like that. When I differentiate sine, I get cos. When I differentiate cos, I get negative sine. When I differentiate negative sine, I get negative cos. Then the cycle repeats again. Negative cos, I'll go back to sine. Okay, integration then is the other way around. Yeah, this is an easy way to remember. So dy over dx. Then this one integrate. All right, find an expression for acceleration. So for me to get v to a, I gotta differentiate this here. So a is equals to 20, 2 times, all right, like that first, 10 times 2 cos 2t. Then, you can write your minus 6 first. Okay, you can just focus on this cos 2t first. So cos, you get minus sine, minus 2 sine 2t. Or, in your head, you calculate it as minus cos 2t. This one is up to you, and the outcome will be the same. Okay? So it's really how you are integrating it. You want to consider it as a negative cos or a negative or a positive cos also can. So your final answer will be 20 cos 2t plus 12 sine 2t. Negative sign is positive cos? No. Negative sign is negative cos. You follow this, just follow this. Okay, this is the shortcut way on how to remember. S, C, negative S, negative C. Okay, yeah, don't try to remember like sine will become cos, cos will become negative sine. That one very confusing. So you just remember this acronym because the cycle will repeat. Okay, the cycle will repeat like that. Okay, next one. Find acceleration when t equals to pi over 4. Okay, remember, change it to radian mode first. So substitute it in. A equals to 20 cos 2 pi over 4 plus 12 sine 2 pi over 4. Okay, put it in the calculator, you get 12. Okay, next one. Find the first time at which acceleration is 0. So A equals to 0. This is also considering your first question is correct. Okay, first question wrong. Later, your this 3 marks gone already. So I'm going to take that equation there. Okay, I write it as 12 first. Okay, maybe I follow exactly. Okay, 20 cos 2t plus 12 sine 2t equals to 0. Whenever you got sine and cos, how you simplify a trigo? You convert it to tangent. Okay, so I move. Okay, I move this one here first. Then we write sine over cos. Sine 2t over cos 2t equals to 20 over 12. This one you simplify it to tangent 2t. Hey, hold on a minute. There's a negative here. Negative 20. So negative 20 over 12 and negative 5 over 3. All right. After here, what do? We find our base angle. Okay, so we do the normal trigo way. When we put base angle, don't put the negative inside. So you just put inverse tangent 5 over 3. Okay, yes. Then you will get 1.031. Okay, after you get this, we go and draw ASTC. Okay, they say at first time at which acceleration is 0. So when tangent is negative, which quadrant will it be at? ASTC. So second and fourth quadrant. Alpha here. But we only want the first time, so don't need to calculate the second, right? Okay, just calculate for this quadrant here. How to calculate for this quadrant in terms of radian? This is pi minus alpha. Okay, because 180 degrees minus alpha. So 2t is equals to pi minus 1.031. Okay, here you get 2.111. Pi minus 1.031. 2.111. T, you divide it by 2, you get 1.06. Question D. Find the displacement of the particle between pi over 4 and t pi over 2. 4-mark question. How to find displacement? We got V, we got A. So we need to integrate it. Okay, then yes, you do definite integral because we want to find from pi over 4 to pi over 2. Okay, don't go and do indefinite integral. Then you go and substitute inside, you find your C. That one you make your life hard. Straight away use definite integral. So S, you integrate from pi over 4 to pi over 2, 10 sine 2t minus 6 cos 2t dt. Okay, this is my V. Okay, I'm integrating my V. So when I integrate this, what will I get? Okay, this one, our sine 2t will become. Okay, you focus on the sine 2t first. Don't care about the 10 first if you cannot process it. Sine 2t, sine will become negative cos 2t. Then here, 1 over 2. Okay, then minus minus 6 cos will become sine. So here is 1 over 2 sine 2t pi over 4 pi over 2. Okay, Shinian asked this. This one, do we need to check? Do we need to find where the particle changes direction? Okay, very good question. Need to check or not? Particle changes direction here. Yeah, what do y'all think? Okay, y'all are yes or no? And then why not if you all say no? It is a straight line. Okay, how do you know whether it's a straight line? How do you know it's a straight line? The particle moves in a straight line. No, no, no. All the particle also move in a straight line. Moves in a straight line means going left and right. Okay, Marvin say, we only found A equals to 0 and V equals to 0. So no need to know when it was stationary. Except the starting point. What if they ask you to find V equals to 0? Yeah, I want you to think, what is the keyword here actually? When do we need to find whether the particle changes direction or not? When the question asks for, okay, think carefully. It's not because of we found A equals to 0. Ah, very good. Okay, Revata say distance. Okay, unless they ask you to find for distance, then you need to check whether they got reverse direction or not. Remember? Okay, so this one is distance. Distance, then check particle reverse direction. Okay, how to check particle reverse direction? It is when V equals to 0. Okay, then you find if there are t values in between the range of t. Okay, so only if they ask you to find distance, then you go and find. Because displacement, I only care about my final and initial position. I don't care about anything in between. Okay, so maybe got, maybe don't have, I don't know. But we don't care, okay, for this question here. So let's go calculate this. Okay, let's simplify it first. So here you will get negative 5 cos 2t minus 3 sine 2t pi over 4 to pi over 2. Okay, substitute it in. You'll get negative 5 cos. Okay, I just straight away put the value inside. So here you get pi negative 3 sine pi minus 5 cos pi over 2 minus 3 sine pi over 2. Okay, go ahead and calculate this. Radian mode, 10 minus 2, and you'll get 8 over here. Okay, give me a 1 if you are okay. The rest of you, are you okay? Okay, you did indefinite integral and still get same answer. Yeah, can also. It's the same thing. But if you do indefinite integral, okay, by right, you need to go and find the plus c first, right? Do you find the plus c? Good. So it's a bit longer. You should get the same answer if you do indefinite integral. How do you normally find the plus c? A. Correct. S equals to 0, t equals to 0. Okay, slightly longer the steps, but same answer. Okay, all good. Let's move on. Question 8. Don't use the calculator for this question. Okay, solve this equation giving in the answer A plus B insert 10. How do we do this? It's a 7-mark question. Okay, then they say A and B are rational. Okay, quadratic equation. Okay, I will send to you all if you all haven't copied yet. Next time, ask me to stop first. Okay. Okay. So here we use quadratic formula first, which is negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, negative b, so negative 1 plus minus square root 1 squared minus 4 times 2 minus sec10, 2 plus sec10 over 2a, 2 minus sec10. Okay, I'm going to write this down at the slide somewhere first, okay, because we'll be using this quite a bit. What is 2 minus sec10 times 2 plus sec10? A minus B times A plus B. So it's A squared minus B squared. Okay, 4 minus 10, which is equals to 6. Minus 6. Okay, substitute it in. So here will be negative 1 plus minus, okay, here 1 minus 4 times negative 6 over 2 bracket 2 minus sub that. Okay, split it up. Okay, just get 1 is positive, 1 is negative. So you will get x equals to negative 6 over 2 minus sub that. Here, x equals to 4 over 2 minus sub that. Multiply both of it. Okay, so what do we do here? They say they want in this form. Normally, when you see this question here, okay, most likely you have to do rationalize the denominator. Okay, so you multiply this by 2 plus sub 10, 2 plus sub 10. This one, also same thing, 2 plus sub 10, 2 plus sub 10. Okay, you can simplify the values here first also. Oops. This will become 3. This one, 2. Okay, what will you get here? You will get 3, 2 plus sub 10 over, okay, what's the value just now? 2 minus sub 10, 2 plus sub 10, we get to negative 6. Okay. And what's your final answer? Here you get 6 plus 3 sub 10. Actually, wait, we can simplify here, right? Again, 1, this one, 2. Okay, so 2 over negative 2. Okay, wait, why do I have a negative here? Okay, my negative, sorry, I forgot to put the negative here. Oops. Okay, so here 1 over 2. So here you will get 1 plus 1 over sub 10. Why the denominator we cannot simplify to 4 minus 4 square root 10? From where? 4 minus 4 sub 10. Where do you expand it? To 4 minus 4 sub 10. This one is rationalize the denominator. So you will use this form here. 2a. Here where got 4? You can expand it. 4 minus 2 sub 10 you mean. It's not 4 sub 10. No one say cannot. Can do. You'll get the same thing. But you expand this because later on, you see here, all I can cancel off. Your final answer will be the same. I didn't say cannot do. Okay, so you can get the same answer also. Okay. Alright, so here, okay, this is the same thing. So 2 plus sub 10 over negative 6. Okay, go simplify it. You get negative 2 over 3 minus 1 over 3 sub 10. Okay, write it in this form because the question says they want it in A plus B sub 10. They don't try to do some other values. Should you reject it? Okay, why? Which one are you going to reject? Why do you need to reject? The negative 2 over 3 answer. Okay, question is why do you reject? Okay. Because it's A plus B sub 10. Huh? A plus B, they never say it's positive or negative. Right? This is just a general form. It can be positive or negative. No, don't reject. Okay. What if you write it is as 1 over 3 root 10 as root 10 over 3? I think can lah, but then that's why I said try to write it in the form that they want. Okay, try to write it in the form they want. It's the same meaning, but I don't know. Okay, I don't think they are that strict. Okay, because they just give a guideline. Okay, like for markers, teacher also mark the paper. They normally just give a guideline. For me, I will mark it correctly.
For some markers, we don't know how they mark. Do you lose 1 mark for rejecting wrongly? Yeah. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Just minus the mark for now. All right, let's go next one. Okay, question 9. The functions f and g are as below. So you got fx, you got gx. Solve the equation f gx. This is a composite function. So we open up the g first. So f bracket e to the power of x plus 1 equals to 8. Then here 2 e to the power of x plus 1 square minus 1 equals to 8. Okay, you rearrange the whole thing. So ex plus 1 square is going to become 9 over 2. So e to the power x plus 1 equals to plus minus square root. Plus minus square root 9 over 2 e to the power x equals to minus 1 plus minus square root 9 over 2. Okay, you can simplify this actually to like this, 3 over 2. Then e, I invert it, I will get x, right? Ln negative 1. Okay. What will we get? Which one do we accept? Do I write both plus and minus for my final answer? We have to reject the negative one. Okay, reject the negative because you'll get a math error. So your final answer will just be the positive one. Ln, yeah, right? From here, this one negative 1 plus 3 over 2, okay, which is equals to 0.115. Yeah, ln cannot be negative. So reject negative because ln cannot. Okay, ln x lah. Okay, ln x cannot be negative. Okay, question B. You use what? Quadratic formula but still get the same answer. Can. Can do also. All right, question B, this one is quite interesting. It's a very short theory answer, but it's a 4-mark question. For each of the function f and g, either explain why the inverse function does not exist or find the inverse function stating its domain. This is going back to chapter 1 and understanding what exactly is a function. Okay, so which one inverse function, what type of relationship inverse function exists? You first have to understand from that. Okay, which of the relationship the inverse function exists? The only one that exists is a one-to-one function. Okay, you remember? One-to-one function. So here, we have to know that inverse function exists when function is one-to-one. Because when you reverse the process again, it's also still one-to-one. However, for many-to-one, the function exists. But when you inverse it, it becomes one-to-many. Then it doesn't exist anymore. Got it? Okay? Only one-to-one function, the inverse will exist. Okay, so now we have to look at the nature of the equation. What type of graph is it? You look at fx. What is fx? 2x squared minus 1. So 2x squared minus 1, what type of graph is this? This is the quadratic, right? Okay, why one-to-many doesn't exist? Hold on, let me just show you from this example here. Okay, you look here, this graph, okay, a quadratic graph, what relationship is this? How many x connect to how many y? One-to-many. One-to-many or many-to-one? Okay, think carefully. One-to-many or many-to-one. So how many x connect to how many y? Okay, this is what you do. You take your ruler. Take your ruler. Just do like that. They both have different x connect to the same y. Many to one, not one to many. 2 is to 1, right? So 2 is many. Okay, so
A quadratic graph is many to 1. Okay, why many to 1? The inverse does not exist. Okay, what? So this is my, okay, this is fx. I will illustrate in detail this one. So this is many to 1. What's the reverse of it, the inverse of it for many to 1? 1 to many, right? Because the inverse means I go back the balik it, I inverse it like that. Many to 1 is like that. Then inverse is from right to left. Left to right, and then right to left. Understand? Okay, we first have to understand this. So because this quadratic graph is not a 1 to 1, it is a many to 1. The inverse of it is 1 to many. 1 to many function is not a function. Okay, 1 to many one to many type of relationship is not a function. Okay, so what we need to write for this one is that you just need to write fx or f is not 1 to 1. The only one that inverse exists is the 1 to 1 relationship. Okay, hence f inverse does not exist. Okay, we have to know this one. Everyone clear? Okay, the fx is a function, the inverse is not a function. Okay, what about the second one? Gx. What is gx? Gx is e to the power x plus 1. Okay, e to the power x plus 1. Okay, e to the power x plus 1 is what? 1 to 1, right? The inverse of e, exponential, ln. Okay, very good. So, ln and exponential, what are their relationship? What type of relationship? Also 1 to 1, right? Both exponential and ln. Okay, so this one, yes, it has a inverse function. Okay, because both ln, both exponential and ln is 1 to 1 function. Okay, so how do I find the inverse of it? The equation is gx equals to e to the power x plus 1. Okay, go and find the inverse of this first. Okay, so how to do this? You let y equals to g inverse x, gy is equals to x. So e to the power y plus 1 equals to x, e to the power y equals to x minus 1, y is equals to ln to the power x minus 1. Okay, so that means your inverse graph is ln x minus 1. Okay, what is the condition for the domain for ln x minus 1? Okay, so we have to remember domain, you just take the argument is more than 0. Argument is whatever that's inside the bracket. Okay, domain for ln, you just take this is more than 0. Okay, whatever that's in the bracket, argument is more than 0. So here will be x minus 1 is more than 0, x is more than 1. Okay, Zishan asks, if you write f inverse has 1 to many relationship, should be acceptable also. Okay, so yeah, this is purely theory on functions. Okay, if you are good, give me a 1 in the chat. We've got 2 more questions to go. Okay, let's go to question 10. Okay, this is a circular measure type of question. Diagram shows circle with radius 6. AB is a tangent to the circle at point B. Point C lies on the circle such that AB is equals to 8. Find the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, what do we need to do here? So here, first thing I'll do is draw a right angle here first. Okay, because tangent to the radius is a 90 degrees. Okay, then you do from here. Okay, so first thing, we do a Pythagoras theorem first. Okay, so I will draw this out here. I cannot join. Okay. A, O, B, 90 degrees. This is 8. This one is 6. Okay, I want to find what is OA first. So OA using Pythagoras, OA square is equals to 6 square plus 8 square. So I square root 6 square plus 8 square, you get 10. Okay, so this whole thing here is 10. And then what I want to do is I want to find the angle, okay, this angle here, AOB. Tangent angle AOB. Okay, you can straight away put it in radian mode also, because when we do circular measure type of question, the formula is all in radian, right? You all can write down the formula first. Okay, circular measure. So S equals to R theta. Okay, then what's the next one? Sector is equals to half R square theta. Can you find AOB? OAB? Can. Same thing. Okay, angle AOB, you shift tangent this. Okay, what do you here you get 8 over 6. Okay, but even if you find in degree first, doesn't matter. Maybe some of you here, you all prefer calculating in degree first, but make sure you convert it. Okay, so here, what will you get? Shift tangent 8 over 6. Okay, we will get angle AOB is equals to 0.9273. Okay, then you will take pi. Okay, this one is 0.9273. Then the angle BOC, you take 180 degrees, which is pi minus 0.9273. Okay, you get 2.214 radian. This is all in radian. Why convert to radian? Because the formulas that you learn in NMaths is all in radian, right? S equals to R theta, then half R square theta. Okay, then what's the next one? Okay, here is 2.214. Okay, so I want to find my arc AB, BC, not AB. Arc BC, we use the formula R theta. R is 6, theta is 2.214. So we get 13.29. Okay, this one is this part here. Okay, can we add all of it up? Just label it down. Okay, total, add up all together. 6 plus 10 plus 8 plus 13.29 equals to 37.3. Okay, question. Can you do this in degree? Okay, can you do this question in degree? Hello, Marvin. Can also, the outcome will be the same. I wrote this one is just a presentation, but I'm using, okay, in short, your final answer is the same, right? Okay, can you do this in degree? In NMath, try not to, okay, because in the mark scheme, they never write the degree at all. Okay, technically you can. Okay, technically you can, but because in NMath, when you all learn circular measure, we use these two formula. Okay, in math, you'll learn what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r, right? Then theta over 360 times pi r squared. This, you use this when you put it in degree. You use radian. When you use radian, then you use r theta and half r square theta. Okay, so stick with the NMath way because we are doing NMath here. Okay, I don't know how strict they are, but in the mark scheme, they never write any answer for the degree one at all. Your answer, your final answer should get the same. It's just the steps. Okay, I don't know whether they will give you the marks or not. Okay, next one. Find the area of the shaded region. Okay, we gotta find what is the area of the triangle first. So area of triangle, we just use half times base times height, which is 1/2 times 6 times 8 equals to 24. Then the area of the sector, I'm going to use half r square theta, okay, which is 1 over 2, 6 square, 2.214. Here you get 39.852. Okay, total, you add it up, 24 plus 39.852, which will get 63.852. Okay, you are good. Type 1. One more final question. Take picture. Okay, the last one. Okay, the last one, what you're gonna do is a proving first. Okay, so proving question. These are got many ways to do it. Okay, I'll just show you all one way. Eventually, if you can prove out the final answer, it will be the same also lah. Okay, you'll get the same marks. Okay, later you all just look at the mark scheme to see which way if you all do an alternative way. Okay, we're gonna do one way over here first. This is a 5-mark proving question. Wow, a lot. Okay, first thing, I'm gonna start from the left hand side. So 1 over secant x minus cosecant x plus 1 over secant x plus 1 over cosecant x. Okay, I'm going to change the secant and cosecant to sine and cos first. So 1 over cos x minus 1 over sine x plus 1 over cos x plus 1 over sine x. Okay, convert to one fraction at the bottom. So sine x minus cos x over sine x cos x plus 1 over sine x plus cos x over sine x cos x. Okay, what do we do for this? You 1 over a fraction, what do you get? Okay, if you 1 over a fraction, so 1 over a over b, you will get b over a. So you just inverse the bottom one. So here you get sine x cos x over sine x minus cos x plus sine x cos x over sine x plus cos x. Okay, we combine both of it together. Okay, what will you get here? Okay, so here I want to make it into one fraction. So at the bottom, your denominator, you'll get, okay, this one, what is it? Is a minus b, a plus b, where you eventually get a square minus b square. Okay, maybe I'll write in the next line. Over here. Okay, for the top part here, this one will be actually quite long. So sine x cos x bracket sine x plus cos x okay, then here plus sine x cos x bracket sine x minus cos x. Here sine x minus cos x, sine x plus cos x. Okay, so here I'm going to do a minus b, a plus b. Okay, the top part, can I simplify it? Okay, let's see what can we do. So here you get sine square x cos x plus sine x cos square x plus sine square x cos x minus sine x cos square x. Okay, you see, what are the common ones? Sine square x plus sine square x. This one, sine x cos square minus sine x cos square. So the blue color one will cancel off with each other. And then your bottom part here, what will you get? A square minus b square. Okay, what's a square minus b square? Sine square x minus cos square x. Okay. We can simplify. Okay, what else can we do? Sine square x minus cos square x. Okay, we write down the top part first. So the two yellow one, you add up together, you get 2 sine square x cos x over. Okay, what can you do to the bottom part? If I ask you all look also what they want. They look back into the question. What do they want? They want us to have 2 cos x, then at the bottom, 1 minus cotangent square x. Okay, so we have to think, how can I change it to cotangent square x right now? Okay, is there any way that we can do the cotangent square x? So cotangent square is cos square over sine square, right? Okay, you all can identify here. Okay, so you need to think in both ways also. This one is cos square x over sine square x. So maybe I need to make this thing appear also. You see here, I got cos square x. Okay, I got cos square x. So how do I make sine square x to appear? Okay, what do you all think? Can I make it appear? Factorize it. Okay, factorize what? Okay, you all want to change to what first? So do you want to change it to, oh, you want factorize sine square from here, is it? Okay, so what Xin Yuan did, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. You factorize out sine square, so here become 1 minus cos square over sine square. Correct? Is that what you did? Okay, can change all denominator to sine square. So how? Cos square change to sine square. Okay, there are multiple ways to do it, so I just want you all to think a little bit here first. Okay, because like what I said, we want a sine square to appear here because I want to make this over sine square. Okay, so I think Xin Yuan's way might be the fastest one. So you factorize out like that. Sine square x, this will become 1 minus cos square x over sine square x. Okay? Because you see here, if I multiply this one I'll get sine square. If I multiply this, the sine square and the sine square here will cancel off. Got it? Okay, so here, when you got sine square and sine square, this one cancel. So it will be 2 cos x over 1 minus cotangent square x. Is that what they want? 2 cos x, 1 minus cotangent square x. Proven. I factorize out sine square. This step here is factorize sine square. Okay, because I want a sine square to appear over here. Okay. Are you all okay for this one here? Okay, if okay, give me a 1. Okay, there's another method. Okay, I won't go into it because we don't have time. I show you later. You all look through the mark scheme. Okay, look through the mark scheme. You all can see how to do it. A bit confused with the cos square x over sine square x. Because you see here, there's no sine square over here. So when I factorize out a sine square, okay, I put it in A, B, and C. A minus B. Okay, if I factorize out A, I will get 1 minus B over A. You see? Because this times this, and this times this one will cancel off. Okay, so you simplify into alphabets like that. This one will be easier for you to see. All right, all good. Okay, Marvin, wait. Okay, last one. Come, let's go. Okay, question B. Okay, do you all get this answer or not? So like what I mentioned, right? Every single set of paper, okay, you will confirm have one solving trigo question. This one is the weird kind, okay? The weird kind that angle and the domain that they give you. How to do this? Okay, so this part here, okay, we make it into tangent first. So tangent y plus pi over 4 is equals to 1 over 3. Okay, tangent square. So tangent y plus pi over 4 equals to plus minus 1 over square root 3. Okay, I square root the whole thing. So square root 1 over 3. Okay, then we find what is the base angle, which is inverse tangent. You don't care about the negative sign. You will get pi over 6. Okay, pi over 6 is also 30 degrees. Okay, why I'll explain in 30 degrees? Because you all can probably process degrees better. Same for me also. How do I consider the domain here? Why did they give us this angle, right? Like so weird, right? Negative 2 pi to 0. So that means we have to follow this domain over here. Okay, so negative 2 pi to 0. But the one that they want to solve is y plus pi over 4. That means they want here negative 7 over 4 pi to pi over 4. Okay, in terms of degrees, the domain of the angle that they want is we want from 315 degrees all the way to 45 degrees. Okay, understand this part here? Okay, if you all totally don't understand this, okay, don't worry. I have about 1.5 hour or 2 hours worth of recording purely doing solving of trigo. You'll go into thinking and find. Because 100% will come out on this question. Okay? Either they give you in degree, radian, the angle sometimes not so nice, like this one. Now, what do we do for this? You're going to do ASTC. In this case, got tangent is plus and minus, right? So that means you're going to use all 4 quadrants, right? When it's plus and minus, all 4 quadrants. So the angle is here, okay, 30, 30, 30, and 30, or pi over 6. So this is my alpha. All right. If you don't know how to calculate it, my advice is you look at this angle here. You are going to just calculate all your possible angles that you can find from 0 to 360 degrees and from negative 360 degrees to 0 degrees. Then you reject all the answer that you don't want. Got it? Okay, anyone don't understand what is this statement? Okay, don't understand. Okay, because most of you here, you all only know how to calculate from ASTC. That means the 0 to 360 degrees. That means you're going to find like first quadrant, alpha. Second quadrant, 180 minus alpha. Third quadrant, 180 plus alpha. Fourth quadrant, 360 minus alpha. Okay, this is the most basic one that you all need to know. Alright, that is calculating from 0 to 360 degrees or 0 to 2 pi. However, because you have to take into consideration like this part here, the angles that they want you to find is from negative 315. So where is negative 315? That means you go in the reverse direction, right? One round behind. Okay, if you really understand how to do, you won't go and calculate all the values, but it doesn't matter. Okay, you can go and reject all the other answers. So just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to explain based on the long method first, which is you just calculate all the value first, then you reject it. I explain to you why, then after that, how to actually find exactly where the angle is at. Okay, so let's base it on ASTC first. Y plus pi over 4. Okay, based on ASTC, what's my answer? So I got alpha, which is pi over 6. Okay, second one is what? So pi minus pi over 6, 5 over 6 pi. The second quadrant. Third quadrant, 7 over 6 pi. Then fourth quadrant, 2 minus 1 over 6. You get 11 over 6 pi. Okay, so these first 4 answers, it is based from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, everyone understand first? This is typically what you all normally do based on your ASTC. Okay, but because right now, we need to consider on the negative side. That means negative 1 round from 0 to negative 360 degrees. So what you all do is all of this value, you are going to minus 2 pi for all of it. All right. Okay. So everyone, just take 1 over 6 minus 2. Okay, then you'll get here. Negative 11/6, 11 over 6 pi, negative 7 over 6 pi, negative 5 over 6 pi, and then negative pi over 6. Okay, you all just follow this method. So this is from negative 2 pi to 0. What I did over here is I negative 2 pi to all the values based on the first 4 here. Okay, so I will have 8 answers over here. Everyone got it? Okay, now from these 8 answers, what you're going to do is you have to take the values that it only satisfy in this domain. That means I only want from negative 7 over 4 to 1 over 4 pi. Okay, which one is out? So because this is the domain for y plus pi over 4. Okay, which one I got to reject? So the positive one, okay, I only can take until pi over 4, right? 5 over 6 is bigger than pi over 4 already. So this one, I will reject, reject, reject. Okay, I don't want. Because it is out of this domain already. Okay, what about the negative side? So the negative, my biggest value will be negative 7 over 4. Okay, you all can change it to decimal place. And I don't put the pi inside because you put pi inside, then got a lot of values, right? I just look at the fraction because pi is the constant. Negative 11 over 6 will be bigger than negative 7 over 4. Got it? So this one, don't want. So my answer for this y plus pi over 4, I will only have this 4 that is acceptable within this domain over here. Okay, type 1 if you all understand until here, type 2 if you all don't understand. Okay, must be very, very clear because I can guarantee you 100% one question will come out for this one. It just depends how many marks on it. Okay, so you look at, look at here. Why did I do 0 to 2 pi, negative 2 pi to 0? Because your region, you see, is here. I need to go to the negative side. It's the question. The question gives you from here what? I'm just following the question only. Okay. Okay, everyone good until here? Okay, so now you got these 4 answers, then only you calculate it. So now all these 4 answers that you get in yellow color, okay, you're gonna minus pi over 4 to all the answers. So y, your final answer will be y equals to negative pi over 12, negative 5 pi over 12, negative 13 pi over 12, and negative 17 pi over 12. Okay, 恭喜发财 everyone. Can you all do this? Everyone okay? Okay, if you are not okay for this, please go into my Thinkific and watch on solving Trigo. Okay, if you need more exercise on this also, go and do the hot topical past year question for this part here because I can guarantee you at least one question will come up. Okay, for your upcoming paper. Alright, so this is the end for October, November 2023, paper 2-1. Okay, don't leave the class first. I'll stop the recording here first. And this is it.